Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am playing along with this sketch. Now I am 2 days behind in 30 days of sketches. So this sketch is from the 9th, even though today is the 11th. And this sketch was made by Nikki Rowland for Bella Boulevard. And I'm not going to be using circles. I'm going to be using some 3x4 rectangles. So let's see what I can do. Alright guys, so I went ahead and cut down my photos down to 3x4s, and then I'm going to use kind of this almost starry galaxy background paper and also this XO paper. Now both of these are from Close to My Heart, and Close to My Heart is a decent paper. It's a little bit thinner than some brands, but two of them together is not too thick. So I'm going to use the Tiny Heart stencil and go ahead and put some pink ink through it. That way I'm going to get that mixed media effect. I'm going to go ahead and just use my blending brush and just place it down. I'm not really concerned with depth of color or anything like that. I just want the hearts there because I think it'll go well with the XOXO paper. Now I am going to use that XOXO paper because I do have stickers that say XOXO. So there was a method to the badness. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, you know what? I need a little bit extra mixed media on this layout. I don't want to take the time to do a packaging effect. I just don't want to be bothered. So I grab a Mr. Huey's and I just spray it. I just spray right on my paper and there we go. Now I do have two thicker bits where the spray is heavier, and that's because that's where I sprayed, hello. But I am going to use my photos and cover up those biggest bits, so I'm not too stressed about it. So I cut down my paper to 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. It's going to give me a slight matte here. You can kind of see it's like camping on the reverse side of that paper. And then I get the bright idea that I am not just going to adhere them to my paper, I am going to put some tulle down. Now I did toy with the idea of putting the tulle all the way around the layout so that it would tie, but then I thought, you know what, I don't want to do that. I just want the tulle to kind of represent that stitched line through the circles. I want it to represent that, and then I'm going to go ahead and use some fun foam to put on the top and the bottom of my photos, and then the tulle will go in between there. And it's not an exact science, you guys. It's not, but it works out great, and I am happy with the effect of it. So I go ahead and put the tulle under there. And then I am going to put my adhesive down on the what is that crap called? The fun foam. And then I'm going to place it down. Now, I kind of liked how the photos were a little bit wonky when I flipped them over, but ultimately I decided to have the photos straight across the page. And you just see the little bit of the sparkle in between the photos and the little flare of the sparkle tool on either side, and that works for me. I don't need the tool to be taking over the entire layout. So I am going to use these Simple Stories foam stickers that have XOXO on them, and then I'm going to go to my stash, and I've got these little stickers right here. So I take the pink and the teal, and I'm going to overlap them and put them up here on the top because I felt like the top was a little bit naked, especially with that big XO on the bottom. It needed something else. Then I have these hearts because, you know, I've got XOs, I've got hearts, and I've got hearts some more. So it all works. And you can kind of like see the love of everything on my face. Like everything I opened on this birthday was just tremendous. Like, I loved it all. So I figured the XOXO and all of the hearts were completely appropriate for this layout. So now I am going to find some tiny word phrases, and I end up using these teal ones from the now defunct Gossamer Blue. And I put down, for the record, don't forget one of a kind. And those go down here under the XOXO. And I just decide to move the hearts over a little bit closer to the tiny word phrases. because honestly, you guys, they just felt like everything was just spaced too far apart. Then I find some more that are appropriate for the upper. Right here it says family, happy home, and yes, please. So I've got that down, and then I'm like, ooh, I have these enamel dots. So this pink is a great color, so I am going to go ahead and add a couple to each of these tiny little cluster things that I've got going on, one above the photos and one below the photos. And once I get those done, that is going to do it for this layout, guys. Thank you so much for joining. Thanks for checking out the sketch, the series, all that fun stuff. Check out everyone down below who is playing along. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video.